me on.
Oh, no problem, man.
Conversation.
You're from Instagram, right?
Yeah, that's right.
All right, awesome. Yeah, good to finally
Instagram,
connect.
Facebook. I'm not on Twitter, but I'm on the other platforms.
You're not
Gotcha,
missing
man.
much, man. Don't worry.
Same shit.
All right.
Exact shit.
Yeah. Long
What's up,
time
Brian? How you doing,
listener.
man?
I haven't called in a while. My work schedule's prevented it, but we're all home for the most part now, so things. My schedule's somehow just opened up all of a sudden. So.
Like all of us, man.
Hell yeah.
Good to hear from you, though, man.
You too, guys. You too. Great work so far, man.
I appreciate that.
Excited.
Brian Davis, how you doing, man?
Doing pretty good, Tyson. Nice to watch y'all show this morning for the first time.
Oh, cool.
We too negative for you, or?
No, not at all.
Are we good?
Except about anything about Makai. I'm from Louisville.
Okay.
All right.
So
you might know him better than us. What do you think about the pick?
I was praying that he would come to us.
That's awesome.
So what's your scouting report on him? Are you like he's very obviously he's huge, but he's good against the run, but does he struggle against the pass, or what's your report on him?
He's not struggling about anything. He's just heavier than he's very athletic. Never had trouble blocking anything.
Yeah, because they're saying that he's supposed to lose like 10 more pounds from where he's at now to be like in his training camp shape or something like that. That's I guess his goal. And then I'm not a draft expert. I just read what everybody else reads. And the other thing they said is, in pass protection, there's certain things his technique needs a lot of work. He had a new coach that came in, fixed a lot of stuff, but now it's like hopefully get NFL coaching with Frank Pollock can really help him out and get him, doing some good stuff.
I think he's had two good offensive line coaches while here.
Yep.
What's up, guys?
What's up, Max?
What's up, man?
How are you?
We got Kyle in the house too.
So Hugh, what do you think, man? We'll bring you into this. What do you think about the pick? First of all, were you surprised that he was there? That's the first question. And then, with Wirfs, and are you surprised they took him?
Yeah. So I wasn't surprised he was there. I definitely had a feeling like, because for the longest we've been talking about there's going to be the top four. And after the news came out about his situation at the combine, I was pretty confident that he was going to be there. The only other team that I thought would probably would reach for him or grab him before us was like Cleveland, because what it looks to me, they paid a lot of money to a right tackle. They got a need at left. But I had a feeling he was going to be there. I'll be honest with you. My main guy was Jedrick Wills. That's who I really wanted. And last night it was, I was getting all excited and everything because he was sliding. And then, of course, lo and behold, Cleveland picked him up. But to be honest with you, I'm not mad at it. I like it. It's a risky move. Yep. It has a lot of potential upside to it. But being that this is Joe's first pick, we're getting a sense of his philosophy. He's not going to just take the obvious one. He's going to actually take a swing if it looks like a potential opportunity. So we'll see what happens, right? The jury is kind of still out. I'll be honest, I would rather have gotten, if you were asking me between Wirfs or Becton, I would have gone Becton because, Wirfs definitely has a lot of athleticism, but you got to have very long arms and nimble, he's projected to be a guard. And don't get me wrong, like I would have certainly loved to have him replace Winters, but we need tackles. We need purebred tackles. And, seeing some of the images or footage of Becton on the basketball court, that man, he's pretty nimble. He's athletic. He can move. He's got a lot of weight. We got to worry about those joints and everything long term. But I feel like he fits the mold of what Joe's looking for. So,
Yeah, I think the one
knows what he wants. So let him.
The one criticism I saw was that they're curious to see how he does against elite pass rushers, like the speed rushers on the outside. Can he turn that big frame fast enough, or can he get a hold of the guy to stop him? How is he going to handle that? Yeah. But the size and athleticism, man, it's like, it's just a matter of like we talked about these guys for 6 months. Everybody had their preference of what guy they liked. It was like this guy, and I was surprised we had a choice between two of them. And then your initial reaction, like I kind of wanted Wirfs. I kind of wanted to trade back, to be honest with you, but I was like, all right.
I wouldn't have been able to trade back, to be honest, either. I wouldn't.
Yeah. Yeah, and then it's like, all right, you get them, and then like, take a day to recover. You look at it, and then you're like, all right, here we are. Now, how do we move forward? And now it's like there's some guys saying we can go offensive line again in the second round, and that's where I kind of say, you know what? I'm all about receivers now, man. Like receiver, and even if you got to trade for a receiver, trade up for one. But
yeah, so that's the thing. Like none of us know their board, right? None of us know how they value these individuals, all these prospects. So if they put in all their energy and effort, resources into like really creating whatever their top board, top 50 board, whatever, if they decide, hey, we are going to get much better value at snagging a center, let's say, in the second round,
best player available,
it's whatever. I'm for it. We'll shift McGovern to the guard position. See you later, Winters. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, we're focusing on the offense. Here's another thing, guys. We're a few years away. This ain't Rome wasn't built in a day.
Yeah, but you know what the one thing is, next year. I'm all about the we're a few years away thing, but we need wide receivers, man. You got to get Sam Darnold wide receivers that are here for the next 3 or 4 years that he can grow with. And like, this is my guy that I know is going to be here week in and week out, year in and year out, and start developing your wide receiver group. Right now we don't have it. Like Perriman's a 1-year deal. I mean, Crowder's obviously consistent. Quincy's probably going to be gone if he could play at all. Yeah. Barrios and Vincent Smith and whatever other,
I mean, that's why I'm taking 2 or 3 before the end of the 5th round. I'm not taking any chances.
You got it. We need at least 2 in this draft.
Speaking of receivers, how confident are you that we are going to pick Van Jefferson?
Think so?
I want Van Jefferson.
I do too.
He's a sleeper, man.
Didn't he have
he's a little older? He's
older. He's 24, right?
And didn't he have like some foot injury? He didn't compete at the combine or something?
Yes, that's one thing.
See, that always scares me a little bit. I don't know.
If you watch the film though, man, he's got really good route running ability and he's got hands. He doesn't have top off speed, but if we can get another speedster that kind of complements what he can do, I think he can easily replace Demaryius Thomas, whatever he did for us this offense this year.
My dream role is I want Higgins at 48. It's my dream pick because I'm a Clemson fanboy.
Hopefully he slides.
I'd love to trade up for Mims. That's
I don't
or just wait for Pittman. Either one of those guys I'd be fine with.
You know who Mims?
I'm not confident in Mims.
Don't say
those
Stephen
Baylor's
Hill.
wide
I know you're gonna
receivers.
say. Don't say Stephen Hill. I knew you were gonna say. I knew you were gonna say it.
We're 10 minutes in.
I knew you were gonna say it.
I feel like he's got that Stephen Hill in him.
10 minutes in. Stephen Hill reference.
Different offenses.
He's got the limited route tree. I understand that. 6'3", big speed. I get it. I think he's a little bit more polished though, or he has a little bit more upside though. Yeah. I don't know.
He's definitely more polished, but I worry that he's gonna like hit that ceiling, like he's at his ceiling almost, Yeah. But he wowed everybody with the great numbers at the combine,
So everybody knows Max is from France. He's dialing here from France, so he's our international football expert. We got him in here. Brian, what is your thoughts, man? What do you think about the wide receiver class? Who are you looking for in round 2?
I mean, I don't have anybody in particular. As long as they go 2 wide receivers and a running back. So, I mean, I haven't kept up with any of the prospects enough to know the difference at this point.
So you're just here for the shits and giggles, then? That's what you're telling me?
Yeah, pretty much.
Brian Davis, who do you want, man? You looking at anybody that you're looking to? T. Higgins. That's it. Will you trade up for him?
I'm not really sold on Higgins either. I feel like he disappeared in a lot of games last year.
Higgins is so good. He's like I've seen every Clemson game he played. He's like a 50-50 ball is when on contested catches is so good. Like a 50-50 ball is a 80-20 Higgins. So I think it will help Sam, especially in the red zone, since we were atrocious with.
So what are your thoughts on Pittman then? Would you rather have Pittman or Higgins?
Pittman, because he's Michael Thomas 2.0. He will be so good.
Yep.
Like I'm pretty sure he will catch like 90-95 passes his first year. He's that good in my opinion.
All right, so who else we got in here? We got Shaquem James up there. He's looking all quiet in the corner. What's up, man?
Yeah, man. It's Shaq, man.
Oh, Shaq. Oh, dude.
What's up, man?
This went to a whole new level now.
I was about to say I got ripped for saying why don't we trade back? Remember Joe ripped me for saying that. I was like we had everything right there. The Makai Becton was who I actually wanted, but I said if CeeDee Lamb was there, you know.
They had a lot of options there, man. They had all the receivers. They got 2 linemen. They had a lot of options. They could have traded back and probably still got a guy that they wanted there too if they wanted, you know.
And there's still a couple tackles on the board right now too. Ezra Cleveland's dropping. Josh Jones is dropping.
Trent Williams is still available, probably for a discount rate.
Yep.
But check it out. I mean, Larry Tunsil's deal. I'm kind of happy we didn't make the move for Washington's tackle. I mean, he's kind of want some.
Tunsil got
well now he's going to get a ridiculous contract
he's going to want some points
after that. Yeah.
So, Shaq, good to see you, man. Because now we could really argue. Last night was chaos.
Yeah, I was losing it yesterday, but I was talking to my friends and everything, arguing with them. You know, it was laughing when we got Makai Becton because CeeDee Lamb and Jerry Jeudy was still on the board. But I'm like, look, man, it's something we've been complaining about all year.
Yep.
Sam Darnold was on his back all year. You know, and from the phone call I said before, I was agreeing with Primetime. He said we could have been settled with tackle and old line. We wouldn't have to worry about that. We could have drafted our playmakers. Now that we don't have a playmaker, we got the bottom tier receivers in the league. So now we have no choice but to, draft a receiver now. But if he would have handled this in free agency, we'd have been, he would have had more wiggle room in this draft. We'd have been able to get, a corner, a pass rush, more, little bit of O-line, and, we'd have been all right. But he made it so hard for himself by getting these one-year players, these one-year rentals. It's like it's tough on him. But if he knows what he's doing, man, I'm with it, man. I like the process.
That's the process. Yeah.
All right, so now we got
Pick is in, guys.
Not pick Lamb. It's going to be tricky.
Pick is in, yeah.
All right, see who it is.
Reminder, we're not spoiling picks.
I'm not spoiling anything.
Yeah, please don't spoil it. Hey, Tyson.
There's a few characters on Instagram who are I'd say about 95% right. I'm like, how the hell are they getting this information before the commissioner even spits it out?
Yeah, there's always leaks on Twitter.
Yeah.
Well, last night we were all about 8 beers in when the pick started coming in, so it was a complete mess on here.
Tyson, I missed your face when the pick was in, but they said you were surprised.
I was shocked, man. I was going to go worse, to be honest with you. I did.
How did you feel about it, Tyson? Like, were you like, was that a good surprise or, just?
I kind of was justifying to myself why we should trade back, how the board fell. You know what I mean? I was like, wow, we can kind of move back here and get more picks and get another guy. And then I was like, I sold myself on worse because like the boomer bust factor is a lot bigger with Becton as it is compared to worse.
Wow.
What? Who?
Not mad at that.
Apologize.
Everybody get the pick in already?
Ah, shit.
Yeah.
Where's that idea?
T. Higgins.
I'm at work, so I'm behind.
We won't tell you until you see it then.
Oh, nope, my bad.
Hey, Primetime, what you thought about the pick? Because I think you said.
I talked myself into it. It surprised me more because I didn't think he was the prototype that Adam Gase and Joe Douglas were looking for, just based off the fact that they passed on Conklin. They went with Fant, who was a little bit more athletic. Alex Lewis is a little bit more athletic for a guard. So I thought they were looking, for an Andrew Thomas or a Wills or somebody like that, possibly even worse, who I thought, still needs a little bit more, technique to polish up. But, yeah, I mean, I talked myself into it. He's a bully. He's a guy that as long as you coach him up right, he gets his hands on you, he's going to beat you up and make sure you stay down. So that's somebody you want on your O-line protecting Sam.
Guys, have you seen Joe Thomas' tweets about how he ranks the top 4 tackle?
Yeah, number one.
Yeah, and the things he said about Becton, like his cons where he was missing techniques, but he thinks that it's something a good line coach can address. Makes me feel better, to be honest, this morning when I saw that. Because Thomas knows what he's talking about, I think.
Yeah, I mean, he said he has all the athletic ability, man. There's just certain things that you worry about. Weight issues are a concern. His ability to just technique things you can always figure out. It's just his.
I don't know if you heard the interview today with Michael Kay when they were talking about the post on Instagram that his girlfriend sent out.
Yeah, addiction.
Yeah, I mean, again, that's not something you're going to hold against a player, but it's one of those things that you wonder, like, did the Jets know about it before they drafted him?
Yep.
It makes you wonder a little bit.
What's the addiction?
I missed that. What's the post?
So his girlfriend sent a post, congratulating him on being drafted, but also like overcoming addiction, and then she quickly deleted it. So
Okay.
so when he answered it, he just said like, oh, there was nothing to it. She got excited. He didn't really give like, an explanation that.
Okay. Right.
Yeah, but again, like that's something, I could respect Joe Douglas for, not looking at that as saying, oh, I'm not going to take him just because of that. If that's something that, he put behind him and he sees a good future for the kid, more power to him.
He does know though, like, because there's the video out of the actual call, and he's like,
I saw that.
goals,
Yeah.
right? Personal goals and team goals.
Yep.
So I just hope the organization assigns him like 2 people that are going to keep him in line.
Yep.
For days to come. That's our investment, right? So like, we don't need you falling off the wagon here and there. But I'm curious to know
what could go wrong in New York City, man. Nothing, right?
Pick in, guys. And one thing about
crazy, what he just said, that's what could possibly kill Makai. Is distraction. He got the physical ability, work on his technique a little bit. Because I said he was, to be honest, he was my top tackle. To be honest, he was my top tackle.
Yeah, but you gotta look at this too. He's got a veteran line around him, and all his line mates are all veterans. So he should have some leadership there. And then I'm sure like Jamal Adams, those guys will help him out. So
yeah.
What about Mark? Mark, we got Mark down there. He's all quiet. What's up, Mark?
Let's bring him on.
Becton last year at the UVA game because I'm a Virginia.
No.
Another guy got what happened? Oh, we missed. We can't spoil the pick. Go ahead, Mark.
That sucks.
I just watched him rag because UVA is not known for their defensive ends, and I was watching Becton ragdoll the defensive ends for UVA.
Yep. Yeah, and they were saying I listened to an interview with Phil Simms today. He said he knocks guys down like bowling pins. He's just like bowling balls, just rolls everybody over. So.
That's gonna be hard to do in the league, man. You can't the way he was blocking, you can't get away with that in the league, man. They're a lot bigger and stronger, just as strong as you are.
Who was the next pick? I missed it. Who is it?
Pittman.
It was Pittman.
Yeah, it's Pittman. That's a bummer.
Not the kind of start we were looking for tonight.
Run on him.
Yep.
So what's up? We'll get Sasha on here. We got Sasha. Sasha just listening to us. Get him on, man. Let's talk to him too, Kevin.
Oh, yeah, hold on. Yeah, he's on.
What do you think, man? Welcome aboard.
2 of my guys just went off the board, so hope for Mims.
Where are you from, right now?
What's the accent? Where'd you come from?
I'm from Germany.
Oh, shit. Awesome.
We're all over.
The only European guy.
Wow.
That's cool.
France, we got Germany. This is great.
Yeah.
Sasha, who do you want then? Is there a guy you're looking for?
Right now, if those both are gone, I think Denzel Mims.
Yeah. Now, if you're the Jets, do you try to start working up, start trading up, or what are you doing?
Dude, I'm on the phones right now.
Guess you got to, right?
I don't want to trade up. We have too many holes to trade up.
Trade picks for next year.
Nah.
Yeah, but you don't want to have a whole wide receiver either. You don't want to go, Oh man, this is not a good.
There's too many good receivers.
Yeah, guys, there's some guys deep, man.
To move up, 10 spots? 3rd round pick next year?
Third round pick, and who cares?
We have holes at corner, edge. I mean,
but after the draft is over, you can get Logan Ryan, you can get Marcus Golden, you could sign free agents after the
Eli
draft.
Apple, Prince of Mukamara.
There's plenty of guys out there.
More 1-year deals.
Yeah, right. He's gonna be busy next year. I'll tell you that.
We have the same conversation next year.
Yeah, I hope not.
I wish you were on here last night, Shaq. You missed some chaos on here.
I was watching for a little bit, but my phone kept going out, and I'm like, damn, I'm missing it. And then when I tried to join, y'all just ended the stream. And I'm like, oh, my goodness.
You did like 3 hours last night or something. It was a long-ass thing.
It was entertaining, highly entertaining. I watched it today.
I think y'all would have laughed at me so hard for flipping out. Because I'm telling you, I was upset at the time because I'm like, honestly, I didn't expect those receivers to be there.
Yeah.
I was flipping out. I'm like, damn, I'm expecting CeeDee Lamb or Jerry Jeudy. I'm like, what the hell just happened? But then I was like, you know what? I did have Becton. I was like, I did want Becton because I thought we were going to trade back. But I did not.
That's another part of the reaction too. I think deep down, like fans, even though they knew offensive line was a smarter pick, like the sexy pick receiver, like finally giving Sam a number 1, like that was so intriguing. And I think they were like hoping maybe Douglas had a trade in the works or something like that. But
Yeah.
I'm fine with Becton. I can live with it.
But now is where you want to see him do some magic. This is like the first round's like, we want to see shit get done in the second and third round.
If like 2 or 3 more receivers go off the board here, that's not good.
Yeah.
Not good.
I like Gandy Golden, man.
That's still a few rounds away, I would think, right?
Too.
What's the scouting report on Andy Golden? Let's hear this one.
He's 6'4", big red zone.
Big is in for the
He
Lions.
ran 4.4 combine.
He reminded me of Adam Robinson.
I think he ran like a 4.6.
Was it a 4.6? I thought he was a 4.4.
I don't know. I tried to look it up online today. I saw 4.6 somehow. But
I just want a fast guy, yards after the catch. That's what I want. I want like a Tyreek Hill guy.
Well, dude, that's why I want 3 receivers.
Get KJ Hamler.
Get one fast guy. Get
KJ
one
Hamler?
big red zone.
Get Hamler.
Like another
If you want a
route
speedy guy.
I think
All right.
they're 48.
Write him down. That's my guy then. KJ Hamler. That's what I want.
What do you guys think of Brian Edwards from South Carolina?
He had some injuries also, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, right? Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing between him and Jefferson. Injuries are
Ooh, there goes.
important.
I'm not going to spoil it.
Let's see the pick.
Yeah, that's
Not
a surprise
like
pick,
that,
to be honest.
Yeah.
Well, that's a good pick though, especially in that round here.
Yeah.
I think I've heard like Edwards compared a little bit to Quincy Enunwa, like physical guy, good route runner, yards after the catch a little bit.
Kind of. Yeah.
Number 89.
Seems like there's a bunch of guys like that in this class you can get in the mid rounds.
Some games, one of the guy in the late round is the guy from Rhode Island, Isaiah Huggins, Regents. I don't remember his name.
I don't know much. I've heard his name. I don't know much about him at all, though.
I think he's from Rhode Island.
Yeah, I've heard the name.
Hodgins or something like that.
This is crazy here, man.
Dude's dad's a beast.
That's
He's
crazy.
from Oregon State.
Oregon State. Sorry. Yeah. Yeah, that's the one from. Yes. Sorry.
So what are your expectations for round 2 and round 3? Get at least what, 2 receivers and a lineman, or
Two receivers and interior line.
One receiver, one corner, one offensive lineman.
A part of me wants I want a running back, man. I want like 2 receivers and a running back. I have no idea. I just
Round
want
4.
all playmakers, like explosive guys everywhere.
You can get those guys anywhere. Yeah, so I don't think we can really reach.
Remember, we got Trenton Cannon, we got Adams. We're good.
Come on, man.
Speed out of the backfield.
We got to set ourselves up for next year.
Valentine Holmes also, dude. You were in love with him in training camp.
He went back to Australia. He's playing rugby again.
He's not coming back?
No, he's gone.
Oh, man.
I think we can all pretty much say L. Bell won't be here too much longer.
That's what I'm saying. If you get a guy this year, like the 3rd round, whatever, you groom him for
Such a
next year.
shame that we have to talk like that, though.
It's the truth.
The Panthers just paid McCaffrey $16 million a year. Le'Veon Bell's going to be making, what, like $11 million next year?
But Bell could have a good year, though. He could have a good year now, but with improved line, we get Becton in there, and it could help him out. We can't go deep. Anybody's going defense round 2, round 3? Nobody's going defense, right?
I mean,
There was reports they might trade up for a corner.
We need one.
I was thinking corner too.
Well, we need many corners, to be honest.
Yeah.
The age with AJ, if he's there at 48.
Wow, I'm just thinking, I'd rather have, what do you guys think about Logan Ryan? Right there, draft. Give Logan Ryan, 1 year, $8 million. Just pay him to come here. He's a good corner, proven.
Yeah.
I think that makes plenty of sense. Even if you don't want to go that expensive, you got, Eli Apple or Mukamara, somebody like that.
Yeah, I mean.
Whoa.
Sign a veteran for a year, let them compete with Les and Hairston.
I wouldn't mind. If we're going to go corner, I'd rather go pass rusher. Instead, take a chance on a pass rusher.
Yeah.
And pick is in for the Giants.
I like Espinosa, man. I think Espinosa is underrated. He's not the most athletic, but his technique is really good.
I don't think he'll still be there at 48, though.
Yeah, of course.
It'd be surprising.
He probably won't fit with us anyway. We'll probably ruin him.
I can see the Giants taking him right now.
Why won't he fit, man? Come on. We got Greg Williams.
Defensive end, I don't know. Our intern, he's more of, I don't look at him as a pure edge. I think they're going to use him as a 3 technique.
Yeah, 3 tech, yeah.
Greg Williams could do multiple fronts, though. At least that's what he used to be able to.
I mean, he uses up a lot of space on our roster, 53 man, but it helps when you got that second wave of fresh legs coming in.
Yeah. But Henry Anderson's gonna be gone next year. There's no way they're gonna give him. He's getting what, $10 million this year? There's no way.
Yeah, I wasn't a fan of the contract. You weren't a fan of the contract? Henry Anderson?
Yeah.
I thought his production was strictly scheme based. It wasn't really him. He's a hustler. He hustles, but I don't think he was worth that contract. I wasn't
Like
happy.
a Leonard Williams type of deal. Good
Yeah.
player, just not worth what he's getting paid.
And then he fell off. He fell off completely last year.
Well, because Greg Williams' defense didn't really fit him. That's kind of the problem you have when you give these guys contracts and you fire your staff and bring other guys in. It's just like
That's why the Colts traded him for only a 7th.
Yeah.
Yep.
That and injuries too.
I guess in his defense, I mean, he got a new coach, slightly new defensive scheme, so it doesn't really fit him. But
that's the problem. What you do when you keep shuffling coaches and you keep changing your schemes, you got to change your roster over. That's like the one thing with Gase. If you're going to bring in all these linemen that kind of match his blocking scheme, and you fire him next year, then it's like, all right, here we go again with the same shit.
Say rebuilding the rebuild is like never ending.
It's like dog chasing its tail.
I think Ryan Griffin's going to be a bad contract too.
He didn't make a lot of money though. He's only getting like what, $2-3 million, isn't it?
Is that not? I don't even think it's guaranteed, his contract. I know they picked up the option for this year. I think like
I don't think it was that much money though, was it?
Yeah, like $2 million.
It's around
2 years, $5 million. I think it's 2 years, $5 million total on the deal.
3 years, no?
We don't know what we're gonna get from Herndon, right?
Nope, he's a complete unknown.
Good old
one tackle away from being gone for the whole year, or one sip of alcohol gone from.
Yep. Trevor Wesco is not really much of a.
He's a blocker.
Known commodity.
Any sense on that
I like
one?
Wesco.
I still can't wrap my mind on that one. Still can't.
Mini Gronk.
Just can't.
Baldinger said it himself. Mini Gronk.
That's the best part of the first days after the draft. Every player's great. Everybody's the next Pro Bowler. Then a year later, they're all getting cut and whatever else.
Jordan Leggett. I smell Jordan Leggett all over Wesco.
I like Jordan Leggett too. That one pissed me off.
Tom Brady's gonna. Well, actually, he's the 4th tight end.
Yeah.
In their roster now.
We got 5 tight ends on the damn roster.
We got 13 inside linebackers. What the hell are we doing there?
Inside linebackers.
Trade
None
chip.
of them are pass rushers.
How the hell are you going to trade Avery Williamson when you can't even pass a physical right now? You can't even test him.
That's true.
And teams know you're going to cut him most likely because you want to save that $7 million in cap space.
Yeah.
It's gonna be hard to trade that.
Yeah.
What's crazy, Tyson? I get what people are saying. It's good to have him. But he's eating up the cap. He's eating.
Dude, you got 3 inside linebackers for the price of him. You basically signed 3 guys for him.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're
I
right.
like the guy, but it's just like put that money somewhere else, man.
Maybe restructure. I don't know.
Well, yeah. If we restructure, you keep him. But if he's taking up $7 million of your cap.
Yep. Well, that's like Brian Winters now. Some of these guys, now that you got these guys signed, you can, once they pass their physical, you can start winning.
Brian Winters' fate's going to be decided tonight if they go like a guy like Hennessy or somebody like that that pushes McGovern to guard, something like that.
That's around the clock. Whoa, pick is in for the Pets.
I didn't say who the Giants took.
I was going to say, I'm watching the Giants right now.
What the hell's going on in France,
Oh, I'm
man?
sorry,
What the hell's
guys.
going on? This is ridiculous.
Same thing yesterday. I'm
That's
watching
faster
the Bleacher
than
Reports
All
live.
right, I like that. I like that pick for the Giants.
Wow.
More for us.
What happened for the Giants? I didn't see.
Okay, so good picks by the Giants and Pets.
Projected
I'm
first.
sure that pick's going to speed up now because teams know what they want now at this point. These rounds go faster.
Is he wearing a mask because he doesn't want people to see what his lips are saying?
No, he
I didn't
put it
understand
on
it either.
30 minutes into the whole footage. But I hear he's suffering from cancer, or he's had cancer, so he's high. He's more
High risk. Yeah. Hugh, where are you from?
I'm originally from Jersey, central New Jersey, Princeton, Mercer County area. But I live in Manassas, Virginia.
Oh, no kidding. You're down by Ryan. Ryan Barger. Where you at, Ryan?
Salem, Virginia.
There you go.
I'm about 30 minutes outside of D.C.
We went down there for the Redskin practice. The Redskins Jets practices a couple years ago. Tore things up for a couple days.
Shit show that was.
That was
I missed that.
Yeah, that was rough, man. It was hotter than hell. It was like 100,000 degrees during the practice during the day, and then you go out at night till 3 o'clock in the morning. It's not a good idea either. Just sweat it right back out on the field.
Shit, what's bad is at least y'all were still there in Richmond, man. We had to drive an hour and a half to get to where we were staying there.
I don't know how you did it, man. That was a rough trip. Hell of a nice facility, though. That was a pretty cool setup.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's when we watched Trent Williams go against Leonard Williams. That's how I didn't realize how good Trent Williams was until we saw him in person. We're like, holy shit, is he good?
Manhandle.
He was a man amongst boys. Him and Vernon Davis. Vernon Davis was enormous.
Wow. You hear about Leonard filing a grievance with the Giants?
He's got some balls, doesn't he? Like, dude, look at your numbers, man. What?
I know,
what do
bro.
you get paid per pressure? Like, what are you getting paid for?
You're a defensive.
That's why he's trying to get paid now.
You're a D tackle. You're not like a pure defensive end. Like, yeah.
He should be thankful Lucky Stars they even franchised him.
Now the Patriots pick is in.
I'm just happy he's not on property. But
what a disappointment he was.
Like it.
Patriots.
Good with that.
A run on safeties? Is that what happened?
Yep. Long Beach Joe's upset. Jamal Adams replacement's going off the board.
Did you get the Pats pick, yes?
Taking shots at Joe. Oof.
Man, I was like, I wanted to apologize to Joe. I'm like, if I knew CeeDee Lamb was gonna last to 17, I would have said goodbye, Jamal. Nah, I'm just kidding.
Still wouldn't do it.
Jamal is smart though, because every guy that's getting paid, he's commenting on it. Every guy that gets paid, Tunsil today, anybody that's getting paid, he is tagging it and tweeting it.
Yep.
He's playing that game perfectly.
Yep.
But I mean,
I don't blame him.
What's the name? What's the name of Houston's head coach?
Bill O'Brien's a clown.
Bill O'Brien is the biggest idiot.
Yep.
Get him out of the GM room. They should hire somebody. I'm worried they're going to take somebody from our front office this year. Because
I'm just mad we didn't take advantage of him. Try to get Hopkins or something while he's giving away players.
I would have jumped on that.
I'm pretty sure.
I don't think they would have traded him today.
Yeah,
Same thing with like Khalil Mack the year before.
Tunsil's contract is the only reason why he got so much. He had all the leverage.
Yep.
He had all the leverage,
and he knew it.
And he knew
That's
it.
when you trade for him, you give him a contract. Then you don't let him play and then let him play it out. Like Jadeveon Clowney, they had the same problem with him. You trade for him, now he's sitting around.
This is another reason why Jamal should have been paid weeks ago, because more and more guys are just going to get paid ridiculous contracts, and he's just going to want more.
Yeah.
Price is only going to go up.
Do you
doesn't
think
go down.
Douglas doesn't want to pay, or do you think he just wants to wait until?
It could just be on the back burner. It's possible. I just hope that was communicated. Otherwise, like, why would Jamal put out that information that I'm not going to show up to your virtual training camp?
Or his contract demands initially were too high, and they're like, you know what, we're not going to pay them.
Could be.
Yeah, what would be your price range for Jamal?
Making the highest paid safety
18?
in football. Yeah,
18
16,
million.
17.
Highest paid player on the team. Top seed.
Money doesn't matter, man, because the salary cap's going to go up the next 2 years, and the Jets have nobody to pay. Only guy you got to pay is Sam
I agree.
Darnold. There's nobody else to
Okay.
pay. Especially you're going to cut Bell, cut Henry Anderson. Next year you're going to have $120 million in cap space. Give Jamal the
all the room, all the space, all the cap space.
Pay him. It's easy enough.
10 picks away.
Damn. Now Carolina's revamping their defense.
Yeah.
I would much rather Joe focus all his energy on his first draft ever with the Jets as opposed to going back and forth with Jamal right now. Just
Of course.
Shut up. We'll holler at you after the draft.
Well, I think he said that too in his last press conference. Like once the draft is over, free agency takes a bigger priority where he can make a lot of moves and focus on that, which makes sense.
Yeah.
But if Jamal doesn't get that contract, come training camp, it's going to be a pain in the ass. He'll definitely be outspoken about it.
I'm not quite sure how the new CBA is done, but it basically strongly incentivizes the players to show up.
Yep.
Yeah, I have to.
Lose an accrued season if he doesn't.
Right?
Yeah, the accrued season's the big thing. That's where you can get hurt the most.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like $40,000 a day or something like that. It's a lot.
Yeah.
Whoa, they got screwed so fucking much.
Yeah.
It's insane.
But they can smoke.
That's right.
It will help Robin Carolina.
Priorities. It's crazy.
I can't wait to see the Panthers next year because I love Matt Rule, and I think Joe Brady will do wonders.
Yep.
And I'm pretty sure he will be an head coach in 3 years stop. Is that fucking good?
Well, he got paid enough, man. He's getting paid a fortune. He's got a long-term contract. He can do whatever he wants for 5-6 years.
For sure.
Do it his way. You know what I mean? That's
true.
Good picks by the Panthers, by the way.
Panda, have you talked yourself into the Becton pick yet?
There's Panda.
What's going on?
You look so happy, man. You're still demoralized, man?
I am. I know I'm going to be even more demoralized when we lose out on Mims here.
That's the guy I want right now.
Couple of receivers already gone tonight. Are you in panic mode yet, Joe, or you're still all right?
I'm in full blown panic mode as soon as we lose out on Mims.
You go wrong in the second
I
round.
don't want Chenault.
Oh, ew.
What is this, Geno
Prom
Smith
time.
jersey?
Throw
What
that
is
jersey away. Ew.
Oh my God! You get the ghost of the second round pass here. What the hell's going on here? Lord
Wow,
have
man.
mercy!
You got a Greg McElroy in there too.
Look at the bobblehead. I actually want that. I'm gonna go on eBay tonight when I'm drunk and start buying these things.
Christ.
The ghost of round 2.
How many picks? What pick are we on right now? What number? I can't see the
39.
39.
Dolphins pick is in. I'm worried about this one.
Nah, don't be.
Me.
Well, Max sold me on KJ Hamler. That's the guy I'm hoping for now.
Give me KJ
I like
over
Crowder, though.
Mims every day.
I mean, KJ, he did play a lot in the slot, but I think he could play on the outside. But
You can play outside. Yeah.
He's got speed, man. He's got speed.
So Sasha, what do you think, man? Sasha, you're nervous? You're quiet there in Germany. Want to make sure you stay awake over there. You all right?
Yeah, everything's good. I'm just waiting for our pick.
What time is it there right now?
It's
One
half
1:30.
past 1.
Yeah.
In the morning.
Yeah, man.
What time? 1 in the morning?
Yeah, there you go.
1:30. Yeah.
Sasha's in Germany. Max is in France.
Yeah.
I'm just here in Jersey trying to drink beer. So when did 9 more
nervous.
picks?
Yeah.
Have you get the picks in or not?
It says Dolphins pick is in. They haven't announced
I
it
know
yet.
my
okay.
TV, my
Dolphins
TV's
pick is
behind
in for
you
like
guys.
10 minutes.
Please don't ruin it.
We're not going to ruin it.
How much would it cost to move up from here? If you move up, what, 6 or 7
Third
spots?
round pick next year.
Third round pick. That's it.
A fourth.
That has to be enough.
I'd say a fourth.
It's probably more than enough, yeah.
All day and then bring him to the big bad later.
You get the guy you want.
Easter basket. I need this all day.
Would you
You
guys
said that?
Yeah.
another offensive line?
He doesn't like
Offensive line here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I like Hennessy.
He said, "Would you
I like Cushionberry. Something tells me they're not going to make it to the third.
Yeah. I'm hearing Hennessy's name a lot. Him and Hunt.
My gut feeling was that NSC was the Panthers pick because Matt Rule recruited him at Temple, but didn't. So I'm pretty sure it will slide maybe to us.
I want wide receiver here, man. Like I just can't get into this offensive line talk. I can't do it. I can't even sell myself on it. I'm not gonna lie to you guys.
But my spirit won't be broken if we pick one. It won't be broken. I'll be upset, but it won't be broken.
What will
If we
break?
go D tackle,
So Shaq, what would break you right here? What would break you right here? Corner? What would break you, or like really piss you off?
D tackle. D tackle. Defensive lineman. It will break me.
Anything defensive line to disaster.
You'll see me fling my TV first, then I'll just disappear. Like,
We're gonna wind up taking the best DN on the board.
Could you imagine defensive tackle? That'd be the end. You just see all the screens just go black. Ding, 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 ding. All just go out.
Or better
would
yet,
break
we
me
go
is
back
AJ
to plan
Epinesa.
A.
I don't think
Rodrigo Blankenship.
I'd rather take Blankenship than at the end, to be honest.
Me too. Me too.
I'm glad we're all laughing now because we may not be laughing in 20 minutes.
I know. Yeah.
I'd take a kicker.
All right, take another drink, Tyson.
Yeah, you got it right here, man.
Mims is there, though. I'm going to flip out if they don't take him.
there's a lot of good corners on the board.
It is.
This pick has been in for like 20 minutes. Is it? They're still.
Yeah, they're still announced it. Commercials.
Candy, you drinking beer? What are you doing, man?
It's still not announced here?
Drinking seltzer right now.
Oh, what is going on, man? You honoring the Dolphins?
I know.
Guys, you don't have the Dolphins pick?
No.
No.
Okay, I already have the next pick. Okay.
All right, can we not?
I have the Texans one.
We're that far behind right now?
Yeah.
What the hell's going on? I don't understand. The Dolphins pick has been in for half an hour.
Follow JPA football.
I don't want to fucking hear it.
On Instagram.
I don't follow any. I usually go on Twitter the most. I don't like
I
leaks.
stay
Like,
off.
guys,
The Twitter's got all the picks first now tonight again too. So.
That's why I'm not even looking at my phone.
Yeah, I'm not
If you want to
going
know the picks, just follow Matt Miller. It's the one
Yeah,
thing.
no, I'm staying off all social media. I'm trying the best I
I
can.
used to do that.
No,
And then last night was the first time I didn't look at it in a while. I was like, oh, it's fun.
Well, the one thing is I hate watching ESPN or stuff, so that's why I'm watching Bleacher Report since
Yeah, they're
2,
milking.
I hear
3
we
years
go.
ago.
Finally.
Finally, about time.
You get the pick? No?
They're about to announce it.
There it goes now. Selection.
All right. Fine with that. One less
All right.
option off the board.
The wide receiver dream is still alive.
Yep.
So, Max, you already know the next pick already? You know the Texans pick already?
Yeah, I know.
Man.
Robert Hunt.
Yeah, I like what the Dolphins
hell
are
is
doing.
Robert Hunt?
Yeah,
They
Dolphins
are
they're a
doing
smart plan.
very good job.
Yep.
I think he was a
I
tackle
think-
in
Never heard of
college,
this
right?
dude.
Yeah, he was a tackle in
The-
college. They say he's going to play guard at the next level, though. Yeah.
If I remember
Oh,
correctly,
Miami
yes,
needed O-lineman.
he had injury issues, but not that bad.
I heard him like more in the third round, though.
Yeah, it's a bit high for him. But they have so many picks that they can, dude.
Yeah,
it's
they're
crazy.
loaded with
That's what
picks.
they were saying, though, this year. Like, guys were going to get taken a lot higher and lower than most people expected.
So who do you think is gonna pull a Mo Lewis and end to his career? Is it Jamal? Or
I like Tua, man. Come on. I mean, I hated that he went to the Dolphins. I like him, though.
Tua
Let he
too,
go.
but
I know.
I hate that he went to Miami too.
Yeah, that's the problem.
the enemy now?
Yeah, one
It's not
question:
gonna- It's going to
Who
have
is
to be
the-
Jamal Adams. He's the best pass rusher on the team.
Who is the best QB in the AFC East, guys?
Sam.
Ryan Fitzpatrick.
Oh,
Oh,
what are you drinking down there, seltzers?
Shut up.
Definitely my boy Sam.
You got to think the Patriots are going to do something, man. They're not going to stay with Hoyer.
The only problem is that
No, they will-
Allen is set up 10 times better for success.
Yeah, the Bills are
than
the best team.
what Sam
But
is, yeah.
Patriots are going to do something, man. There's no way they're staying like this.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they will stay with Stidham, and
You think so?
You're gonna pick up
Yeah.
Dalton.
and I think they will trade picks for
Dalton's
next
a good
year.
call.
And I think Belichick wants shiny Trevor Lawrence.
I can see
I will-
Dalton would make a lot of sense for them. He's their kind of player.
They don't have that many cap space. That's the main
That's
issue
good,
with
too.
Dalton.
Indianapolis traded up to 41.
I have like nightmares that it's gonna be Trevor Lawrence. But Carolina may go that route too, but they may win some games.
I'd rather have Trevor in Carolina than
Yeah, me too.
the Pats,
Yep.
because I'd have to get a Patriots jersey since I'm a fanboy of Trevor, and I don't want to do that.
All
I
right,
have a
Texans
Watkins
pick.
jersey because I'm a Clemson fan. So
All right.
wow.
I like it.
Hey, if Josh Jones lasts to 48, you pull the trigger on
Best
that?
possible pick right there. What was that?
Wow.
If Josh Jones lasts to 48, do you pull the trigger?
Ooh, that's interesting, man. That's interesting. Get 2 tackles.
he has played
I'll
only
break my
left tackle.
television.
I think so. No.
That's why I said I
pass.
wouldn't.
I still
wouldn't
have
do
hopes for Chuma though. You guys will probably laugh, but I still have hopes for Chuma.
That means
He's your project tackle.
You
He's your
need
project
an
tackle.
Adoga
Him and
jersey
Fan.
next year.
Him and Fan. Those are your
You
project
got to get
tackles.
the Adoga jersey.
How the hell you have to
Figure
pay a
Becton's gonna
$9
be
million
one.
project guy? That's as
Nice.
ridiculous as it is.
You gotta
For a
follow
guy
him.
who
Our project.
wasn't
Oh,
starter in Seattle.
Kevin, I want to see you in that Adoga jersey week 1, man.
No.
Oga is the answer. What
He's
the
got
hell
great
is the
feet.
question?
No
Jesus.
ties too.
Big feet.
He might be a goner.
Yep.
You can shuffle his ass.
He would have been gone
Get
already,
outta
I
here.
think.
He could show up to the waiver
Start.
wire.
He would have been gone with Polite if they didn't like him.
At least I don't got to
Like,
see
like
both of
couldn't
them
make it to
start.
meetings. At least Adoga probably goes to meetings.
But we didn't have depth in the O line, so it's like they had to hold on to him. That's what. But
Sam saved his ass.
I thought he played well though when he was at right tackle. Left tackle wasn't as good.
Right. I mean, so we had, we have such low standards for line play. We think like shitty line play is actually decent.
Yeah.
But like,
we need higher standards around here, man. Like, my God.
So, all I know is our O line was so bad. I was praying, thanking God when what's his name? Our left tackle got injured and he came back.
Beecham.
Yeah, I was praying for Beecham to show up.
I wish they would have just paid him instead of Fan.
Yep. Me too.
Well, I did an interview of Colin Rogers, and he told me that Beecham doesn't want to do anything with Adam Gase because he hates him, and that's why they didn't resign him.
They had a Twitter spat. Yeah.
He hates he hates how he behaves. He hates how he talks.
Well, I mean,
to...
look at Adam Gase did. He alienated what? Quincy, Osemele, Luke Falk. He pissed off half the locker room.
He's an asshole.
Bell.
Okay,
Jamal.
pick is in. Oh my God.
Trades DeAndre Hopkins and drafts a fucking tackle. Good lord.
This pick is in or no? Colts?
I have the Colts pick.
Colts pick is in. They didn't announce it yet, though.
All right, picks are flying. Let's go.
They're about to announce it.
Who's ahead of us? Atlanta?
The Colts are going to be scary as fuck.
Oh, the Colts traded up? I didn't know the Colts traded up.
Yeah, they did.
I know you guys probably don't care, but what you guys thought about the Jordan Love move?
I thought it was great.
It was
Screw
interesting.
Aaron Rodgers.
I know, right?
I can't feel bad for Packers fans, man. You go from Favre to Rodgers. I can't feel bad. I don't care.
That's true.
Shit, they got Jonathan Taylor?
Yeah.
Good pick. Very good pick.
Oh, this offense is going to be scary. Oh my god.
Why?
But Philip Rivers.
He's my favorite running back in this class.
I ain't worried. I ain't worried. They
So
gotta
I
get
guess they're going with a two-headed monster.
but Phillip ain't the answer.
So the Colts trade. What pick number was that? I can't see the screen.
It was 41 and they had 44. Oh no, they still have their 44 pick.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
We might have a choice between Mims and Chenault. Chenault
Oh,
scares me.
Mims
with
dropped.
those injuries,
That's the
but-
dream.
Shano, his foot injuries are
better
scary.
Yeah, I know.
He reminds me of Quincy, man.
Yeah.
He
Heard
runs hard.
comparisons. I've heard a lot of comparisons to him, to Debo, a few others.
He runs hard.
Mims is
He
there to
doesn't go
take
down
down.
on the first hit.
Yeah.
He fights
Joe,
for-
who do you think was the comparison that we made before to Denzel Mims, former Jet? I'll give you one guess.
Yep.
Who I think
Number
you made the
84.
comparison to?
Yep.
Yeah.
The cynical Jet fan. Who do you think we mentioned already? The first 10 minutes of the show. We're talking receivers.
You have to know, dude.
Kevin Swain? I don't know.
Stephen Hill.
Come on.
Steven,
Dude.
oh, come on.
Oh. No, please no.
Telling you, man.
And
I
the
thought he
sad
was
thing
gonna
is,
start after that
Hill.
first
man, I was
Stephen
actually
Hill-
a Devin
Stephen
Smith
Hill
fan, so
came
I can't
from
say
a
anything.
triple option offense where they threw
That's
the ball
true.
3 times a game.
I know.
Mims came, from an air raid attack.
It's funny, too, because they traded up, and that was the smart move, but they had Jeffrey on the board. That should have been the pick.
But he
Well,
was
didn't
supposed
you read the one thing? Sims wore a suit or something to Florham Park, and that's what did it for them? He
Yeah.
wore a fucking suit
That in his 40 time.
back in the day.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Rex.
Yeah, I like what the Colts did.
Yeah, makes
Get me,
sense.
Taylor.
Yeah, surrounding Rivers
Can
with
you
weapons.
all these running backs went before Dobbins?
That was
A
Yeah.
little bit. Taylor, I'm not really surprised about.
I wasn't surprised about Edward Hilaire either. I thought he was the best back all around.
Yeah.
I'd rather
Who
have
snagged
Swift.
him? Oh, the Chiefs. The Chiefs snagged him.
Yep.
Yeah, because he's a pass catching running back.
But
Oh.
he can do shit in
Never
pass
mind.
pro, so that's why he is good at the Chiefs,
Name it.
because they don't
Jaguars
need.
could too. So could the Browns.
Interesting.
Long ass wait right here.
I'd like K-makers, to be
Can
honest
you
with you.
not?
Interesting.
There's got a run on running backs right now. It's interesting.
Just
Oh, Jaguars
why-
are on the clock. So who will trade for
Jags,
Fournette, in your opinion?
Trade for Fournette?
Why?
But he's on the trading block, so
Yeah, who the hell's gonna trade for him? He's a pain in the ass, and he's not
Why?
that good anymore. And if the team doesn't want him, like I'm always like, if the team doesn't want you, why trade for him? Let him cut him.
Yeah.
Especially a guy like that with a lot of miles on his tires, locker room pain in the ass.
And only one good, decent season.
Yep.
yes.
Yeah.
Whoa, okay, pick is in.
And they picked him before Jamal, too, right?
Yeah, fourth.
Pick is in for the Jags,
And then
guys.
McCaffrey went
All
8th.
right.
I was going to add this real quick, Trey. The person the
This is interesting.
Commercials. Hate when they do this.
Yeah, they're dragging it out. So
Okay,
everybody's,
so
everybody's still receiver now because there's still
Has
going to be a
to be,
couple
dude.
there, right?
So
Gotta be.
the Cards traded with the Browns, and they gave up 44 and 160 for
44
a
and
3
Oh, they gave
spots.
That's a what?
Yeah,
it's a
only
fourth round?
160 to go
Wow.
up 3 spots.
Oh,
Nice.
sorry, 3 spots.
Chris Ballard's he's a good GM, man.
Yeah, I know.
Hopefully Joe Douglas does that. He's going to earn his stripes in these later rounds.
Didn't he take his right-hand man? It was a Rex.
Yep, Rex Hogan. I can see everybody's starting to get a little nervous and quiet and like starting to figure out what the plan is, the reactions.
I'm
This is
looking
a
at
surprise
these
pick
players
from
go.
the Jags.
They might go O-line.
Blake and shit.
If Josh Jones is there, he might be the pick.
Really?
I hate to
And
say
I will not be mad.
Kevin,
I will not be
no,
mad.
absolutely no.
You don't know who's there though.
I'm not saying I want it.
You gotta go receiver, man. You have to.
If you have a first-round grade on a tackle and he drops you at 48,
Who had a first round grade on him? I didn't have a first round grade on him.
we had a caller that wanted him at 11 a few weeks ago.
Oh, we're going based on callers.
Wow, I'm just saying.
Should have traded up to 1 for him.
We got callers like Shaq, man. We can't go back callers.
Well, even Connor Rogers and Jeff,
he's
they had
had
him in the
too.
first round.
Yeah.
We're just going to take all the offensive linemen, and Sam will have 20 seconds to throw and still get sacked because no one can get off.
Well, no, then we'll
got
finally
Barrios.
feature. Then Le'Veon Bell have 180 catches for like 80 yards.
That's why I
Jamison
said
Crowder,
it.
314
For L
catches,
Bell to have
600
that many
yards.
catches, Adam Gase will have to come up with a scheme that actually involves him in the passing game.
Yeah, so that's not going to happen.
That's not
That's
happening.
why I said free agency.
We'll get Vincent Smith will have 80 catches for 81 yards.
If he would have just tackled in free agency, this wouldn't be a problem.
See, slowly but surely we're getting Shaq pissed.
man.
I'm working out of here. It's just, give me another 15 minutes. We'll get him in his mode where Shaq's gonna start getting angry.
And Smith will score 3
He's not
touchdowns
wrong,
on
bro.
end around.
Killing right now.
Should have addressed him for agency.
Sorry,
We get
Vincent
the
Smith
pick.
is the end around and the fly pattern. That's it.
Oh no.
Is the
We got-
pick in for you?
We got Jeff
He
Smith
just came
too. though.
back from
Don't forget about-
commercial.
Don't forget about Jeff Smith.
Okay.
That's true. Oh, and Josh Dawson.
Yep.
Forget about him.
I'll never forget that one caller was like,
Suck.
"Dude, we have Vincent Smith and Jeff Smith. We don't need receivers." I was like, "All right, man, we're good.
Oh
Are you
no.
kidding
Who
me?
said that one?
We're gonna hang this call up real quick." Yeah, it was. And the guy was like, "Yeah." Remember, Kevin? The guy was like yelling at me. I'm like, "I'm sorry, dude. I can't take this shit serious."
What the hell games were he watching? Jeff Smith? Who the hell is that?
I had to go through the roster.
Days
I
of,
didn't remember he was on a
Chancey
team.
Stuckey in that crew.
I
Bring
like
back
Chancey
David
Stuckey,
Clowney.
man.
He's okay.
He caught Favre's first touchdown.
Yeah, I know.
Did he catch Sanchez's too, or no?
I thought it was Kotchery that caught Sanchez.
Was it?
I don't know.
Who caught Hackenberg's first one?
Forget. It was in the preseason. Forget.
Tyson, why are you doing
I'm sorry. That first drive,
Control.
he would have
Shaq,
done that.
Shaq, if you look behind Kevin, he's
That
got a
was his-
Geno
that was
Smith
his
jersey
career
and a
peak.
Hackenberg jersey in his little lair over there.
Prime time, please.
Bought the Hackenberg jersey.
Prime
Look, it's right
time.
there. He bought
We
the
got to
thing.
bring back Hackenberg.
Look at that.
QB too.
Prime time. Please tell me. Please
He's got a
tell
Geno
me.
Smith
Oh, there
jersey
goes
too.
Shador.
It's from China. It's from China. Don't worry. Oh
God.
no. I'm fine with that though. He's got the
I'm fine.
injuries. I'm fine with it.
It's
Mims is the
way
guy
too
we want.
high.
Mims is the guy
Way
we
too
want.
high.
That's
Mims
fine.
is the guy I want. Too.
I'm just
No.
worried that now he's the top guy. Yeah,
We want
that's what I'm
KJ
worried
Emler,
about.
guys.
I'd move up
pick.
right now. Move up right now.
We
If
don't
Mims
want
goes
Denzel
before us, we're
Mims.
screwed. Oh man.
Fourth round pick. Move up.
Like, am I the only one who doesn't like Mims?
Yes.
I'm just like,
And
I'm not
Jeff,
a fan.
who's your receiver here then?
Emler, KJ,
I'm with him. I'm with France.
all day, every day.
I like KJ.
All about KJ Hamler now. I'm selling my soul.
Oh,
I just feel like he's too much like Crowder. I don't know.
He might be there. Yeah. This might seem like not an unpopular pick, but Claypool.
Yeah,
How
Claypool.
about
Oh,
Donovan
yeah.
Peoples-Jones?
Yeah, I forgot.
I liked
Peoples-Jones.
Claypool, but the fact that Tyson doesn't like Claypool and he's a Notre Dame guy,
Saying something.
I like
That's all I need to
Claypool.
know.
Go defense.
I like
like
Peoples-Jones.
I got the Jaguars
Michigan.
pick.
Claypool's like a hybrid tight end to me for some reason. I think he's just more
Yeah,
that kind of thing. But
I think he would replace
Quincy.
Quincy pretty well.
Yeah.
And like I don't think moving between the 20s is really our issue. Is what we do.
he'd be a force in the red zone, man. He'd be a beast in the red zone. Listen, I love Notre Dame. You get him, you guys will. I'll be praising that shit. I'll have a fan club for him, but
Yeah.
The Bears are the dumbest
You can get other
franchise
red
ever.
zone
Oh
targets,
my
though.
god.
That's right. Colin Johnson, dude, 6'6", he's a beast.
Guys,
Golden,
the Bears are
one of those
dumb as
guys.
fuck.
right. No, yeah, it's embarrassing. Our dream is still alive.
Oh, man.
can
This
smell
is
the
the worst
menstruation.
pick.
You must know their pick already, huh?
Oh my god.
He's watching that Bleacher Reports. He's got the. He's giving us the preview.
They are
Don't
so
give us
funny.
any hints for the Jets pick. Don't even give us an emotion.
Yeah.
I will
that's-
mute myself like last night. I promise.
It's gonna be another bad fucking night.
It's just amazing. At 7 o'clock, everybody's kind of happy and jovial. Like, Becton, we got this. Now it's what, 7:57. Now there's like the alcohol consumption's increasing. The panic.
Until Mims is off the board, I'm feeling all right.
Joe's already half mailed in already. He's already just planning his escape route.
Once Mims gets selected, I'm breaking up the fucking TV and I'm out.
Cleveland, I don't think Cleveland's going receiver. So
no, they can't.
No, with my luck, it'll be Tampa Bay who gets this guy I want, just like last night.
Worfs.
Atlanta's right ahead of us. What do they need? They already got the steal of the draft with their cornerback.
They wouldn't go another receiver. Would they?
I don't think so. Not with Julio and Ridley.
They got Julio and Ridley. They got plenty.
Do you guys think Bears can go receiver?
They could.
They could. They could.
I won't spoil it.
They could.
Please don't.
Oh man, don't scare me.
Oh,
I hope it's not Mims.
Look at this. Everybody's just.
I'm gonna fucking hang myself with Mims. Yeah.
There's still options though if Mims goes off the board. It might not be receiver in the second round though. It might just go back to back in round 3.
Best receiver in the
they
draft.
took Mims.
I think if Mims goes off the board, they might look
we just
for
bring back
interior
Clyde
line
Gates,
here in round 2 and then go.
Yeah, I mean it's all right. Yeah, we
Jason
could bring
Thomas
back
and
Scotty
Jason
McKnight and Clyde Gates.
Marius
We get the
Thomas
band
and
back together.
Manny Moe and Jack. We can bring them back.
Bring back the court. Yeah, bring back the corpse of Demarius Thomas.
Vinton Smith.
Justin McCarron's, bring him back.
We could feature Braxton Berrios for his little 3 yards of dust.
Oh man. Hopefully we don't got to see that this season. Those 3
Things
yards.
go right.
Jets fan said he the next Randy Moss after those 3 yards too.
Bears pick.
Did he drop that? What game was he dropped that pass? I was like, oh shit! It's like a game-changing pass.
Yeah, that was terrible.
648 is going to be huge for Joe Douglas. I hope he knows the history we have with the second-round pick.
How does he not know the history? It's all we talk about every year at this team.
Shut the fuck up and announce the pick.
The panic is setting in. It's the Bears right here?
All right, good.
Nice.
We got Cleveland, Tampa, and who's that?
Notre Dame product up the door.
Is Prince Amukamura still a free agent?
Good.
Yeah.
All right.
I think so, right? Yeah.
Prince is still a free agent.
Him and Eli Apple. Yeah.
Can we sign them both and bring them in?
Just have 4 more picks until left.
All right. So Max, how many picks ahead are you right now?
I think Cleveland's going to get the at safety.
Like I only have the Bears pick. I don't have after that.
Okay. So you're KJ Hamler. I'm going with you. Everybody else wants Mims or doesn't want Mims.
Mims.
Not me.
I want best
Mims for
player
president.
available that fits a need.
Come on, man. We gotta put names on things around here. We can't just go with that.
It's too early for
Rodrigo
me.
Blankenship.
I have a very strong feeling though it's going to be another O-line.
What other receivers are
Maybe
left?
Hennessy, I think.
Van Jefferson.
Yeah, Van
Worst case
Jefferson,
scenario, you just
Claypool,
said Becton on
Mims.
9 rounds.
And Jefferson
right?
won't be
That's
until
4.
round 3, I think.
Ryan Edwards.
Peoples Jones from
Antonio,
Michigan.
Randy Golden.
Peoples
Yeah,
Jones.
it's people
I like
just.
Peoples Jones.
Yeah, too. Me too.
Joe's breaking out with Michigan.
Jalen
guys now.
Johnson is still
Hey
on the
man,
board.
so we could use that some Michigan guys to the fucking team.
Christian Fulton is still on the board. Corner.
Oh, Christian Fulton. Okay.
I like a lot of these corners. I
Yes,
don't
Miranda.
want to go defense.
What are the chances we don't go receiver?
I think it's
Take
pretty
corner.
receiver.
It's 50-50, honestly.
I hope we go receiver, but I don't know.
Especially if our,
I think it's 50-50 prime time.
Yep.
I said the same.
We're
thing.
gonna take Jalen Hurts.
I think Douglas is genuinely going to consider Josh Jones or Hennessy or somebody like that if they're there.
Jalen Hurts.
When you posed the question, what would have me flip?
He'll be good if he goes to the Steelers and backs up Ben for like a couple years.
Nah, I need someone else to take him because I need Winston to go to the Steelers. I want to win some money on him.
Oh, Winston. Okay. Winston will be good
Jake
too if he
Fromm.
backs up Ben.
I thought that would be a perfect fit.
An
What
excellent
about
pick.
Cam Newton?
Pick it.
What about Cam Newton? He's still available.
True, him too. Yeah.
Pick is in for the
I still
Browns.
think Cam could go to New England. I just have a weird feeling that might
Oh
happen.
God, it will be over if he goes to New England.
I know.
Come on with these picks already. Jesus Christ.
Patriots could be going quarterback like in a couple rounds. I don't even know.
See them going from.
They have something up their sleeve. They have to.
Yeah, they definitely have something going on.
Words out
I'm
is
not
they
sure.
like
I'm
Stidham.
not sure.
Oh,
They like Stidham a lot. I'm not sure they won't take a QB and they won't sign anybody.
Jamal Adams likes Stidham.
I know, right? I mean, Jamal doesn't get any interceptions. He took one to the house on my man.
First,
Yeah, he's posted that highlight about 15 times too.
I know, right? Like, let's actually do that with a Pro Bowl quarterback.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I like you, Jamal, but come on, man.
Take the wins we can get them, man.
His social media isn't my favorite, but he brings it on Sunday, so I don't give a shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is taking forever.
This is crazy.
Pick is in.
It's like all you're just doing is watching commercials.
And they do this shit on purpose.
I want to see Morgan
$1 man. They haven't made any money in months. They gotta make some money.
I could get with them taking Bryce Hall out of UVA because I watched those games. Bryce Hall's like all over the field.
Yeah, he was injured last year, right?
Yeah,
Good man
Foots.
cover guy.
He's a big guy on the corner right there.
Yeah. Just so you guys know, Buccaneers pick has already been announced online as well.
All right, so we're 2 picks behind.
Uh-huh.
God.
Don't tell us.
All right, man. Just drop the bomb on us, man. Just drop it.
Nah.
Don't do it.
Don't
Ruin the surprise.
I listen. There's no way the Browns are going receiver. There's no way Tampa's going receiver. Who's
Wolves
after?
might be there.
But Tampa Bay's pick says Todd Bowles all over it.
Yep, defense definitely.
I'm happy for Todd Bowles. They're gonna give him a new job after this. He'll be head coach next year.
Oh, not
Come
over here.
back to
Oh,
Jeff.
His
he's not
defense
back
was ranked
here.
27th last year. Why is everybody praising him for like
Hey, Todd Bowles
revamping
over
their
there.
defense?
He's all right. He's all right.
Because they're gonna win a lot of
Todd
games
Bowles
this
come
year.
back for round
In their
2.
defense,
Yeah, they win a lot of games.
in his
next year. It's
defense,
gonna be
he
because of
had
Brady.
at least 40 extra possessions that they had to get on the field because of winter.
Yeah.
Because James Winston's throwing
30.
More excuses for Todd
You
Bowles.
eliminate half of those, they might be able to be somewhere in like top 15, maybe. I mean,
Bowles is better than Gase. That's
I
not saying
agree.
much.
that's
Did
not
more or
saying
less.
much, but
Did
yeah.
more or less.
You sure about that, Tyson?
I
Because
am
we
sure
haven't
about
seen
that.
7 wins within the
Sam
last
played
2
better.
years.
Sam played better under Bowles than he did with Gase, and Gase.
Bulls had almost the same schedule in that first year where he won 10 games.
Yep.
It was just a ridiculously easy schedule, and he got 10
Ridiculous.
wins.
Woman.
Well,
I
he did
think
have a
Rex
veteran
Bryant's
O-line.
Frustrating.
than
It's
Todd
so
Bowles.
frustrating that
Because
now
Rex doesn't get caught in them blitzes like Todd.
I don't know.
now they're letting more teams in the playoffs. We definitely wouldn't.
It's the only way we're gonna make it. We're gonna
You
keep
got a
adding
chance?
teams.
You got a chance now?
Now we can go 8-9 and make it now.
It's so frustrating. Like teams go like what 7-9 and they make the playoffs, and we go freaking 10-6 and we don't. It's like every year is different, but that's so frustrating. It's like only the Jets, man. It's crazy.
I don't know what bothers me more, the 10-year playoff drought
Good
or
pick by the
17 years
Bucks.
without a home playoff game. Ridiculous.
And yes, this is a
Home
Todd Bowles
playoff
pick.
game in 18 years.
Nice helmet, dude. I got the same one.
Now you know Joe's getting desperate. He's definitely into the seltzers now.
Coming on.
I thought that was an app at first.
Yo, what if they go edge rusher here? Would everyone lose it? Because
There is not a good edge rusher
I'm gonna be
available.
pissed
So
at his defense, but then like once I settle down, I'll probably like the player and convince myself.
AJ Epinesa.
it better be receiver or cornerback.
I know you put that helmet on when you see our D-line getting pushed around like little girls. I know you put that helmet on. I know you say you want to get in the game.
All right, good pick there for the Browns.
Browns.
I like it. 3-way.
3-way.
Still too far away.
Baby Jamal nickname. Looks like Jamal too.
Is there any way Denver could go receiver?
They already
They got
receiver.
Judy.
They
They got
already.
Judy. But...
And they got Cortland Sutton too.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about him. Yeah,
Got
they're
a
not
third
going.
guy.
Denver's pick is in.
Man.
We're what, 3 picks away right now?
Denver and Atlanta.
What do you guys think about like running back? Maybe like 3rd round?
I do.
3rd or 4th.
Yeah.
Yeah, 34th.
Yeah.
The second.
Is J.K. Dobbins still on the board?
Yep.
Right now he is, yeah.
I have the Broncos pick, and
I see somebody like Akers maybe.
That does not
Defensive back, LSU.
You said I have the Broncos picking.
See, Max, I'm gonna ask you one question. Should I get another beer before I see the pick? That's the question.
Yeah, should I grab the
two?
Stop it, man.
It's two, buddy.
I'm getting beer.
Good?
Scared.
Should I grab some whiskey?
Yes. Of course.
All right, let's go.
You'll be. I think you might be all right.
Oh, Atlanta's rough.
Okay, as long as Tyson's pissed, that's good.
Where's Steve? Is he not on the call?
No, I don't know.
We didn't show him last night either.
What?
Oh, God.
I mean, he's the most ridiculous. Like, I don't know. And he's actually one of the reasons why I like listening to the show, because it's ridiculous. You know, like,
not wrong.
He's our entertainment value.
Yeah.
We had him on Zoom about a week ago. He just like hijacked the whole thing, asking everybody questions. He basically took over the whole thing.
Oh my
This
God.
is not fucking good.
Now, let's open it up for some questions.
Yeah, he actually like he can open up for some questions.
What is going on here? Why is this taking so long?
Max already gave us the preview that we're going to be already. Put my beer back up.
I'm telling you right now, the pick's going to be offensive line again.
I just got a Bleacher Report update. It says Chicago now has 10 tight ends on their depth chart.
Yep.
Only matching the Jets 7 inside linebackers.
The Bucks pick.
Tyson, who will the pick be?
All right.
See what this is here.
That's good. I like that. All right, now this is the pick we got to be scared about.
Antoine Winfield.
Fuck his mother for
I like
making
to run
him and not his dad not going to the Jets.
Can you back out of this too?
Remember that? Play for the Vikings.
How about that? Yeah, when he ditched us.
He ditched us.
We're gonna sign here, but the wife was like, "Nah, can't live there."
He pulled an Anthony Barr.
Anthony Barr, yeah.
Yep.
He did the Anthony Barr.
Vikings tradition.
Yep.
Kirk Cousins.
All right, so we're now what, 2 picks away?
Yep.
Jesus.
Hey Max, you already know the next pick, right?
I know the Broncos pick. Yeah.
We know.
Oh my God, man.
So what we'll do is after the Broncos pick, Kevin, we'll stop it and then we'll get the reaction. We'll do all the reactions with everybody.
Yep.
A lot of
Atlanta's
nervous faces
definitely not
right
going
now.
receiver, right?
A lot of nervous faces right now.
Atlanta's
Broncos
got
pick is
Julio. They got Calvin Ridley. I don't see
Yeah.
receiver, right?
No, they went corner.
Buccaneers
They're probably going to get AJ. They're probably going to go AJ Epinesa.
Okay. Oh yeah, the guy from Iowa, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I can't believe he dropped that much.
Me too.
Yeah, he was supposed to go in the first round. No.
I changed my odds from 50-50 to 70-30. They're not going receiver.
Oh,
Oh God.
Who? The Jets?
kill me, man.
O-line, corner, edge.
You're killing
I don't
me.
know.
Espinosa's on there. I think they have to go there.
Joe Douglas he values the line of scrimmage, right? So
Yep.
that's the most important thing of it. You know, a
The only thing,
only problem-
if he had a first round grade on any of Cleveland, Jones, Jonah Jackson, he's still on the board, I think. Matt Hennessy.
He values the line of
Guys,
scrimmage.
he
Why
might
did he
be.
sign George Fant?
Exactly. Like, it's
Insurance. The new Ben Igelana, I said it.
Just asking. Just honest question. Sorry, Hugh.
Wait, is Josh Jones still on the
George
board?
Fant's better than anything we have.
I can't answer that.
The $9 million project that has no spot in our line right now. He's kind of like a swing man.
Bruce Arians looks happy right now.
$9 million jumbo tight end.
And I honestly don't have a lot of faith in our O-line coach to coach them up because
How did he not get fired last year? They had the worst line in football. How's he not get fired?
Nobody got fired, right, from that offense coaching staff?
Continuity.
No one got
Weak
fired.
continuity.
Why would they? They were the 32nd in the league. Why would you fire anyone?
Like communication mistakes, blown assignments, don't know shit. Let's keep the guys. Bring him back. Everything's great. We
Al Loggins throws a good
we
flag,
beat the
though.
second string Bills team. We got to be proud of that. Bring everybody back. One big happy family.
Broncos select. All
No
right.
Broncos,
All right.
guys.
I'm not mad at that. Not mad at that.
Broncos already took Judy, so do they need another receiver?
One more pick, come on.
I'm mad at
Come
that.
on, man.
Let's
Come
go.
on.
Yo,
That's a good pick.
man. It's gonna
Damn
be
it.
telling you.
Come on, Mims. Let's
Dude,
go.
Bernard, I don't even know. I didn't think